Hey guys, and today we're going to be doing my thoughts on the 2021 to 2022 NHL season so far. So I haven't really kept up with the standings and all the points leaders, but I have my NHL app open here, so I should be able to look at this. But yeah, I see when teams win. I don't keep track usually unless it's Detroit or Tampa Bay, what their record is and who leads the team in points. But I just hope you guys enjoy this. I haven't done a hockey talk in a while, I think. I guess the last one was my season predictions. So right now in the Atlantic Division, it's Florida, Toronto, Tampa Bay, Detroit, Boston, Buffalo, Montreal, and Ottawa. And then in terms of points percentage, it is Florida, Tampa Bay, Boston, Buffalo, Detroit, Ottawa, Montreal. So, a lot of people expected Florida to make it in. I thought they had a decent shot of making it. I thought it was either going to be them or Boston, or only 3 teams from the Atlantic would make it in, but that's not the case right now. Florida's doing really good, and then Toronto is kind of far behind Florida, or they're 2 points back with an extra game played. So I guess just Florida's doing good. Tampa Bay is ahead of Toronto in points percentage, and they're doing pretty good without Kucherov because they kind of struggled in the regular season, and they were kind of fighting for a playoff spot. But now it looks like they're gonna make the playoffs kind of easily. And I know that their rookies like Boris Katchouk and Taylor Radish have been playing. I think Bray Boulay has been playing too, but I don't watch a lot of Tampa Bay games. But yeah, they're doing pretty good. And then Detroit is a surprise for everybody right now. And I'm not going to just go over the division, so I better do this quickly. Detroit's been a surprise to every team so far. They're at 500 right now. And I just like the way they've been playing so far. Boston, I haven't watched them play a lot, but I know they're doing good. Buffalo, I guess people didn't expect them to be this good, but they're doing pretty good. They're using their star players, and they're not star players really, and everybody's helping in on and then Montreal's just playing bad. Ottawa's pretty bad. And right now, every team except Pittsburgh and the Islanders are above 500 in the Metro. And to make that even more surprising, every team except Pittsburgh and New York Islanders are above 600 points per game, or points percentage. The Islanders are going to move into a new arena, or they're going to go into their new arena. They played all their games on the road so far, so they've gotten about a third of their road games done already, and they still haven't played any home games. So I think they're gonna do good. Columbus has been a surprise, but they're still in 6th right now, so I'm not sure if they're gonna qualify. Philadelphia's in 4th right now. I'm filming this on the 18th, and Washington's leading. I expected them to probably make the playoffs. Carolina's doing good, like everybody expected them to. They're 1 point behind Washington with 3 games in hand right now, and the Rangers are doing pretty good too. They have a pretty big lead on Philadelphia, unless they can win their next couple games in a row. And Pittsburgh's just kind of all gone wrong for them so far. And then in the Central, it's Winnipeg, Minnesota, Nashville, St. Louis, Colorado, Dallas, Chicago, Arizona. Chicago and Arizona are just bad right now. Dallas is at 500, so I feel like they should be able to improve. I feel like Nashville's going to drop down right now. Colorado's closing in on them in points, and so St. Louis. They should be able to pass them pretty easily, but they had a spectacular start, and yeah, they're gonna drop. Winnipeg and Minnesota, I feel like, can stay there. And then in the Pacific, Anaheim is a big surprise to everybody. But they're actually second when it comes to points percentage. And then Edmonton, Calgary, everybody expected to do well. Vegas is doing pretty good in fourth. LA is in fifth. I predicted for them to finish second, so it's good that they're still hanging in there. They're tied with Vegas, which is pretty good. And then San Jose is in sixth. They were doing good before, but they can pass both Vegas and LA with a win because they have a game in hand, but they're 1 point behind them right now. Vancouver, I don't know. I think I'm predicting them to finish in like fourth or fifth, but they're in seventh. They could trade away some players. And then Seattle, I expected them to do a little bit better, but they're not that bad. When it comes to points percentage, though, they are the third worst in the league, so I guess it is pretty bad for them. Oh, no. Okay, so in points right now, I'm gonna look at, oh, wow, okay. Did not expect that. Where's Troy Terry? Doesn't he have a ton of points? Yeah, there he is. So it's Draisaitl, McDavid, Ovechkin, which I expected Ovechkin to do good. A lot of people didn't expect him to do good, but I thought he could do pretty good. And the Draisaitl, McDavid, like everybody expected him to do good. Then Troy Terry's tied for fourth with Kuznetsov, which Kuznetsov also wasn't expected to do good. But I have an MVP rookie of Troy Terry. I probably should have got his Young Guns before, but I had no interest in it. But yeah, I have his MVP rookie, so I probably should have put it in the background, but I was too lazy to. And then Lucas Raymond's in 9th. Bertuzzi's tied for 13th when he can't play in Canada. So Detroit has some representation in here. And the only players ahead of Lucas Raymond right now are Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, who plays on the line with Draisaitl, Brad Marchand, Kyle Connor, Evgeny Kuznetsov, Troy Terry, Ovechkin, McDavid, and Draisaitl. And then he's tied with JT Miller and Andrei Svechnikov. So that's some pretty elite company right there. And then in goals, Draisaitl is a 5-goal lead right now. Wow, I did not know that. And then Ovechkin and Connor and Kreider are tied. Then Troy Terry is in 5th. And then tied for 6th, it's McDavid, Mangiapane, Bertuzzi. And then are there any... Larkin is tied for 14th with 8. Raymond's tied for 23rd with 7. And Matt Duchene is tied for 8th with 9. So there's some pretty surprising things out there. But Chris Kreider was good last year. And then Connor, Ovechkin, and Draisaitl were kind of expected to. And then in assists, it's McDavid, Nugent-Hopkins, and Getzlaf, which is pretty surprising. He's pretty old. And then in tied for 6th with Ovechkin is Robert Thomas. So that's some pretty... Robert Thomas has been pretty decent for a while, but it's nice to see that he's breaking out. And then who leads the league in plus minus, you wouldn't know this based off of the day I'm filming this, is Nick Jensen. And I think he got traded to Washington by Detroit. And then in power play goals, it's Draisaitl, Kreider, Matthew Tkachuk, and Sebastian Aho. And then Roman Josi is tied with McDavid, Stamkos, Matthews. So that's some pretty elite company. Then shorthanded goals, 25 people have it. And then Thomas Chabot, Brent Burns, Chris Letang lead the league in time on ice per game. That was expected. And yeah, Jay Beagle's 3rd in the league in face-off win percentage, which is surprising. But yeah, the Red Wings are doing pretty good, which I'm happy with. Raymond is doing really good. Seider's tied with Raymond for the team lead in assists. And then it's Bertuzzi and Hronek, and they're about to play the Golden Knights tonight. And Nemestikov's doing pretty good. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed my thoughts on the NHL season video. Thanks for watching. And like and subscribe for more hockey talks. And comment who you think is doing surprising and who you think has been disappointing. I think Matthews has been disappointing so far, which is good because I don't like the Leafs. But comment down below who is surprising so far to you guys this season, and it might be like one that's kind of under the radar, because everybody knows that Troy Terry's doing really good and like players like that, but do one that's under the radar, that's on your team, and then do comment on players doing like not so well, under expectations. And comment down below who you think will win the Stanley Cup. Be sure to like and subscribe, and bye. Yee.